This is the second cell design after I sandblasted the plates and after I reduced the spacing between the plates. I've got it back into a sealed tube. Got it hooked up back to my small battery charger. I am pulling more amperage out of it this time. I'm running at the 10 amp setting. The amp meter, which I think may not be extremely accurate on this charger, the amp meter is showing between 10 and 50 amps. So it's showing just a little bit over what I've actually got it set at. I recently purchased a liter meter. This can be purchased for about $15 to $20 from a home medical supply. It's actually used for checking flow on oxygen tanks. You can see the balls bouncing around pretty bad. Just a moment ago it was hovering steady at just under half a liter per minute. I'm not sure what other people are using to measure their flow, where you see other people talking about a liter to a liter and a half a minute of flow out of their cells. I'm not sure if they're using this or something a bit more advanced. I've only had the cell on and running for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We'll check the temperature on the cell. 78 degrees, so it's still cool. It is nowhere near warm. And I wish that thing would kind of level off, but like I said a minute ago, it was hovering consistently right around half a liter per minute. But right now it's bouncing. I think I am getting much more output with this method than I was before. The cell's been running for a couple more minutes. I've installed a longer hose with a check valve in it. And right now, our liter meter has leveled off, and it is just under half a liter a minute. The cell is still relatively cool. It's not cold, but it's still relatively cool. We'll unhook this liter meter, drop our hose back in the water. You can see the bubbles coming off of it. We're still running at our 10 amp setting on our battery charger. And actually it looks like the amperage has dropped a little bit to about 8.5, maybe 9 amps. Previously when I ran this cell, I had a problem with foam, with soap suds. And it appears that I just had the mixture of KOH too high. I lowered the concentration a little bit, and I haven't had any problem with foam at all. We are at 81.4 degrees, so the cell is still cool, and we're maintaining a relatively consistent output. If anything, I believe the output should go up as the cell heats up more. So far I've been very happy with the results of sandblasting the cells, or sandblasting the plates, and reducing the spacing. In the last video I showed hooking it up in this container, and I showed the difference between having the vertical edges, exposed edges, open, and taking a piece of plexiglass with some foam to seal off those edges. That made an obvious difference in the output and helped lower the amperage just a little bit. I think we are definitely making some progress. That's it for this time. We will see you next time.